Hello YouTube, Renee again. On a Sunday morning, about to go and do some grocery shopping and things like that. Not smoking right now. I'm not smoking today. Well, not today, but not right now. Not while I'm making this video, and that's simply because, like I said, I gotta go right now, and I don't like to smoke in the car while I'm driving. But I did want to talk about something. And that is one of the things that I've been hearing a lot lately, especially since the economy got so bad. Is supporting your local businesses around your area, and for smokers, it comes down to supporting your local tobacconist. Which I was all in favor for. I really was. Around my area, and there's two, tobacco shop. Not really. They didn't really cater to pipe tobacco. They, one of them just this basic cigar house, and the other one is just it's a small cigar house, cigarettes, things like that. So it's not like they cater to pipe tobacco, but that's what I have, and I supported it. But something happened last year for my birthday, and it's something that I don't know, just changed my mind, unfortunately, about it. And just I don't know, I just want to mention it because, like I said, I don't do it anymore because it just didn't. After what happened, it just didn't seem. I didn't care for it anymore. That's not to say that all tobacco shops are like that. Of course they're not. But the one that I used to support, even though, let's face it, at the end of the day, we're just consumers, and we work hard for our money, and we try to get the most out of out of our money. We have to make every dollar spread, as much as possible. So, wherever we can get something cheaper, that's what we'll do. I mean, everybody does it. That's what you got. That's what you have to do. So anyway, so for my birthday, my wife, who knows nothing about pipes, this was last year. She goes to this tobacco shop that I used to go to a lot, and she bought me a pipe from there. Now, the guy that works there, he knows me, and she went in, and she's been in there with me before, so I'm sure she's seen, he recognized her. Maybe he didn't, but she did tell him that I went there all the time, and he sold her a pipe, and which she gave to me for my birthday. But unfortunately, let me just show you what he sold my wife. And I've been hesitating to make this kind of a video because I don't like doing something like that. I don't like, just any kind of negativity of any kind, even when it happens around me, I just, let it go. I stay away from it. But this is just something that, it's not so much that it's negative, is that it hurt my feelings, I guess, because I really cared about, supporting my local tobacco shop. So anyway, so this guy, he sells my wife this pipe. Okay? Now, it's a nice looking pipe, I guess. But the thing about it is that he sold her this pipe for, I would say, about 6 times what it's worth. And what this is and I'm sure you guys, some of you might recognize this. This is a Chinese pipe, and it's not a quality pipe. You can't say it's a quality product, but you can get it. You can buy these for, I don't know, $5-10, on the internet. Like I said, it's not any kind of briar or anything like that. The stem is just plastic stem. There's no quality to it, and I think they're made to be sold inexpensively. So anyway, so this guy sells my wife this for 6 times what it's worth, and I couldn't help but just realize that, here's my wife who goes in and tells him, hey, listen, I want to get a birthday present for my husband. He comes here all the time, he's into pipes, what can you help me? I don't know, man. I just don't think that he should have sold her this for 6 times what it's worth. I don't believe that he should have sold her this at all, considering the fact that she did tell him that, and he knows who I am. He knows that I buy pipe tobacco there, whenever I'm, whenever I want to go pick up some, Captain Black or some, any kind of, store brand tobacco, I go there, and he's got a pretty good selection of cigars. I could go somewhere else for cigars, but like I said, I support my local tobacconist. Well, at least I did. At any rate, it's one of those things where it just, I don't know, it really got to me that he did that, and I couldn't get over the fact that he did it, because he knew her. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he recognized her. So he knew what he was doing. And he knows what this is. He knows how much it cost him. And to sell it to my wife for 6 times what it was worth, I think, it was just, I don't know. I just think it was wrong. And put it to this way. This was about a year ago for my birthday. I haven't been back. Because it just, like I said, it hurt my feelings that he did something like that. And I know that he's a merchant, and so his job is to sell. But, in this economy, and the way that, all merchants have to do now is like, they have to, especially, this guy was one of those guys who, said, hey, listen, support me, don't buy online, buy from me, this and that, and it was one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, okay, I'll support you, man, you're cool, I'll support you, even though that, I mean, let's face it, you go in and you buy, 2 tins of tobacco, a lot of the shops will sell you, some of the tins will flat out cost you $20, $19.99, other tins will cost you $15.99. For that amount of money, you can walk out, you can buy like 5 tins online. Sure, you pay shipping and you have to wait, till it gets shipped to you, versus, you going to the tobacco store and just picking it up, bring it home and smoke it. But like I said, at the end of the day, we're just, consumers, and, we have to, buy more for less. And I don't know, it just seemed to me that that's something that, he could have just been a little bit more, caring towards, he could have cared towards that, and maybe, I don't know, maybe told my wife, hey, listen, what, I don't stock good pipes, but, how about just buying them some tobacco? Hey, man, you know what, if he would have done that and my wife would have gotten me, a couple of packs of tobacco that I already have, it still would have been a great present, because, hey, I'll store the tobacco, no problem. But just the fact that he sold her this, it just, I don't know, it just got me. And since then, now, lighter note on this is that since then, the pipe, I never returned the pipe. Whatever, he did it, it is what it is. But I let the pipe sit for months and months, and I never touched it. And, one day I realized, what, first of all, my wife got it for me. It was the thought that counts. She didn't know what she was doing. It wasn't her fault at all. And second of all, I've always said this, there's no real bad pipe. At least I haven't found a bad pipe, that just, is horrible and doesn't smoke or anything like that. So I'm like, what, I'm going to try it. you know, why not? I'll try it out. And it's actually a filter, you know, pipe. You put the filters in it. And this guy, he actually sold my wife, not just a couple of filters, but he sold her a whole case, you know, a little small case of about 25 filters. So I'm like, all right, you know, whatever, you know, I'll go and try it out. So, you know, I pulled the pipe out, and I go to put a filter in it, and gee, guess what? It's the wrong freaking filters. Didn't even sell her the right filters. Jesus Christ. I'm like, at that point, whatever. You know what? The box of filters turned out to be helpful. They fit another pipe that I have that's filters. I rarely use filters anyway, but I wanted to use them because, you know, he sold my wife a box of filters. Again, not inexpensively either. I think he sold the filters to her for, you know, at least 3 times what or at least double for what I could get them online, and more of them. So anyway, so I started smoking the pipe, and you know, silver linings here, guys. Silver linings. It's not a bad smoking pipe. It really isn't. It's a great little smoker. Very cool because of the long stem. You know, it smokes very nice. The bowl is really small, so it's good for a quick little, you know, 10-minute smoke, which is awesome. I love it. And it's not a bad pipe. It isn't, but it is for the money that my wife paid, and it is the act that happened that occurred in order to get this pipe. And with that guy selling my wife this, I don't know. Like I said, it just made me feel bad, and I haven't been back. And you know, I know that in these trying times, it's all about, you know, supporting each other as merchants and consumers. But you know, when something like that happens, it just sours the whole situation. And unfortunately, I haven't been back. So there you go. That's my little sad story with a silver lining, because like I said, it actually turned out to be a pretty good pipe. You know, it's a Chinese pipe. I use it. You know, it's a nice little pipe, and it's one of those pipes that, you know, every time I drop it or something like that, I don't feel that bad. At any rate, so there you have it, guys. Thanks for listening, and you know, like I said, it is what it is. Anyways, all right, compadres, comadres, you guys have a fun rest of your weekend. Have fun this Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, bye con Dios.